Hello again. Well, we're talking about how you're justified. And there's a new law in town by which we are justified, and it is, are you listening? The law of faith. Do you remember when we started Romans back in the first chapter? I think it was verse 5, where it talked about the obedience. And so, are you being obedient? Well, hallelujah. There's a grace from God that is really good news. It's the gospel. And here it is, one law. It is the law of faith. And so you obey the law, you have obedience of faith. See, that's the good news because you could never obey all the commandments. Does that mean the law is not good? Well, we're going to see today. No, the law is really good. This law of faith really does give some meaning now to the commandments that were given through Moses. We're in Romans chapter 3, and we're going to finish the chapter. Verses 29 through 31 say this: Is God the God of Jews only? Is he not the God of the Gentiles also? Yes, of the Gentiles also. God is our God, whether we're Jewish or Gentile. Since indeed God, who will justify the circumcised, justify the Jewish people by faith, not by obeying the law, and the uncircumcised through faith. It's the same God. There's one God. Do you then nullify the law through faith? Now, that's a legitimate question. The Jews were given the law through Moses, a bunch of commandments. And so, do we still have to follow those? Are you telling me that the law is not any good? Have you nullified the law now that there's a new law, the law of faith? Well, may it never be. On the contrary, we establish the law through this faith. Okay, let me help you understand. What happens is when you believe on Jesus, you are made brand new in holiness and righteousness. You want to obey the commandments. You're not a rebel like you were before. You're a new creature. God's living his love through you. The commandments are written on your heart and in your mind now, and you have a want to walk with God in an obedience of faith that just naturally then obeys the commandments that God gave through Moses. Come be with us tomorrow. We're learning about this gospel that is not just good news, it is great news. I'll see you tomorrow.